What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be looking at this new price range that Bitcoin is currently trading in between and what our levels are if Bitcoin chooses to break to the downside. Make sure you guys stay all the way to the end of the video because we have so much to cover. But most importantly, before we dive into it, I've been talking to a bunch of you guys through text. For those of you who don't know, I got a new phone number where I can text with every single one of you guys in the community. So if you guys are interested in that, the phone number is 917-634-3258. I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now if I can remember. But yeah, you guys get to text my phone, I get to text your phone, and we can just go back and forth and answer anything to do with, business, entrepreneurship, life, investing, crypto, trade, whatever it is you want to talk about. Just send me a message and we can jump into that. I've been loving, again, talking to a bunch of you guys. It's been a great investment going in and getting this new phone number. So let's go into the Bitcoin technical analysis and what we can expect. Starting with the 1 hour time frame. Looking very clear right now that we have this support range currently anywhere between around 11,290 all the way to the lower end of around 11,268. So pretty much 11,270. And this range with the multiple touches that we've seen here as well as here. And then now here again with this recent Bitcoin drop, that the candle, one gigantic volume candle in the 1 hour for Bitcoin. We'll talk about why potentially this drop happened in just a second, but we need to hold this support over here to avoid having a further breakdown. Break to the downside, there are two levels that we need to watch out for, and when we jump to the 4 hour time frame, you guys are going to see exactly what those are. So the EMA ribbon, ever since we saw this, Bitcoin kind of just been bouncing off of the resistance of the EMA ribbon, except for this huge fake out candle which we saw come in. And obviously with the lower volume that this had, if you guys have been following the channel, been seeing me say over and over again that the volume is going to be the important part of a breakout, you would know that something was fishy when this first green candle came in and there just wasn't the volume to back it up. But since then, came back down, bounced off the resistance again of the EMA ribbon, and then finally looked like it was trying to break above before this one thing happened, before this news came out, which could have been the reason for this big red candle. Now we're trading below on the EMA ribbon again. We had the bearish flip and now it is acting as resistance once again, which could have the EMA ribbon start coming lower and lower, getting closer to this support that we have over here and getting a narrower price range for Bitcoin, which could mean we have to make a decision on breaking back above the EMA ribbon or breaking below the support any day now. Let's go into the 4 hours. You guys can see what this pattern is that I've been drawing. Now, Bitcoin has been trading in this channel. I've kept an eye out on this channel for some time. We have clear resistance up here, multiple touches, as well as clear support with multiple touches as well. So for me, Bitcoin right now, the two important ranges we want to watch out for is first the $11,100 range, which was previous resistance at this level. It was resistance here and it acted as support so many times before at this area as well. We want to keep an eye out for that because that's always going to be a level where we have a lot of volume and we could have some buying power and buying action coming in over here. However, we also want to watch out for this lower end, which is around the $10,800 mark. This $10,800 mark is the lower end of this channel that we've been in for some time, and it could be a great place for Bitcoin to come bounce back and find a little bit of support and build that momentum to have its second run up and potentially go to test that $12,100 mark. To me, that would be the most ideal scenario to happen right now, was have a little bit of consolidation. We have consolidation now, have a little bit of a breakdown in order to come and test a previous support of this channel and then continue on its way back up. Of course, that is not guaranteed because with this support that we have drawn over here, we also have the 4 hour EMA ribbon, which is currently acting as extremely strong support. But if you look at what happened previously in something like this, when we had that break to the upside, we had the flip of the EMA ribbon, multiple support touches, following by a breakdown that came at this level when Bitcoin hit that strong resistance with not only the beginning of the channel that we were in, but also that $11,100 resistance that you guys can see that we had drawn previously that did act as resistance. So all that leading Bitcoin to come back down. It could be very similar. We could be seeing a very similar thing happen over here where we had the flip to the upside, the flip bullish on the EMA ribbon, we have that EMA ribbon go up, multiple support touches over here. Again, consolidation in this area with support as well as the EMA ribbon coming in here. And then we could see a breakdown below the EMA ribbon, trading below the EMA ribbon for some time before we have that bounce again and then break above and then continue to that $12,100 mark. This is what I'm currently keeping an eye out on right now. Of course, we can have a break to the upside from this level, but as I've been saying for the longest time, if we're going to have a break above this level, we do need to see a lot more volume come in because we just don't have the volume right now in order to have a confirmed break. And if we break in order to continue, we just don't really have that volume to come in. So it would be a good thing for Bitcoin, I think, to have that break below and do something like this. But again, with Bitcoin, anything can happen. You have to keep an eye on it. You have to stay updated with it because we need to see what the price decides to do. We need to see how the volume reacts, how the market reacts, and play our trades that way. Now, the big news that came out recently for Bitcoin was this Bitcoin and OKB plunge after OKX suspended its withdrawal. So this is a major exchange, OKX, a lot of you guys probably know it. The reason for this, they said, was because one of the holders of its private keys is currently cooperating with a public security bureau concerning ongoing investigations. So obviously we don't know what those investigations are. There's not much information coming out, at least at the time of me recording this, but that did shake up the market and Bitcoin dropped around 2.5%, maybe even a little bit more. So before we dive into looking at altcoins and seeing how those are looking, I do want to share with you guys one of the trades that I was recently in that I thought just worked out perfectly. We entered a trade over here, literally this green candle. In the beginning of this green candle, around the first 10 minutes of this candle, me and my team, we entered a short position, and yeah, the rest was history. You guys can see what happened there. It hit 2 targets on BitMEX and most exchanges, 3 targets if you were on Bybit, which obviously is the one that I'm looking at using more of now with the whole issues going on with BitMEX. A lot of people moving over to Bybit, so 2 targets on most, 3 targets on Bybit. A phenomenal trade that happened in just a few hours. This is a 1 hour time frame. We had this candle we entered, and then boom, it came right down and it hit a majority of our profits just like that. So that was an absolutely fantastic trade. If you guys want to take part in the trades that myself and my team are taking part in, make sure you check out the first link down below in the description for the cryptocurrency trade alert group. We post every single one of the trades that myself and my expert team are entering in real time in this group. So if you're a complete beginner, if you don't know how to do technical analysis, or if you don't have time to do technical analysis, you can copy our exact trades. Every single one of our altcoin trades, every single one of our leverage trades. You'll get access to the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, but I think most importantly, it is free for your first 2 weeks. 14 days after you sign up, those whole 14 days, you will see everything, every trade, every update that we are in. No holding back. We're gonna reveal the curtains. We're gonna not hide anything from you, and you're gonna be able to see everything and participate in our trades. If it doesn't work for you, you don't like it, whatever, there's no questions asked. You can simply cancel and you will avoid getting charged. So a ton of you guys were in that trade with us. If you weren't, I look forward to seeing you guys in there soon. But let's look at altcoins and what's going on. This is the Bitcoin dominance really quick. What's going on right now after we broke above the resistance that we had over here from the EMA ribbon, but also you guys can see these strong bounces that Bitcoin had over and over and over, the Bitcoin dominance had over and over and over again. However, recently, we had this first initial attempt to break above the EMA ribbon, and from that we actually came back down looking like we found some support at this range before bouncing again. Now to me, I drew this triangle to kind of show you guys the consolidating range that we are currently in, and as we get closer and closer to the end, I want to see with the EMA ribbon tightening up and trying to have that bullish flip. If this were to have that bullish flip and Bitcoin dominance started to do something like this, it could be a lot more bullish for the price of Bitcoin. Meanwhile, a little bit more bearish or a little bit more sideways for the price of a majority of altcoins. And that's something that I'm really, really keeping my eye out on, because this is going to determine if we're going to be primarily in Bitcoin trades or if we're going to be primarily in altcoin trades with a little bit of Bitcoin trades. Obviously, with Bitcoin being able to long and short on Bybit, for example, it is great that we can trade either way. But this is going to let us know how many altcoin trades we are going to be in, because with this action right now, we've been a little bit slower and I've been holding back a little bit on entering altcoins to get an idea of what the market's going to do. This is going to give us a good idea. But to end off, let's look at the overall market. Bitcoin is only up 2.6% in the last 7 days, because after that huge run up, it's been completely sideways. Overall, still pretty similar, with a majority of altcoins having kind of following its trend. However, we are seeing with the 2.6% move, with a sideways action for Bitcoin, that 2.6% all came in this earlier part of the week with a complete sideways action. What we're seeing with altcoins is complete uncertainty, where some are up in the green, some are down red. Majority of the time, it's not going to be by a lot of 1%, 2% over the last week, which in the stock market might be fantastic, but in crypto, it's just a tiny move. It's pretty much sideways. Bitcoin moving, yeah, it's pretty much sideways to see a 1 to 2% move over a week. It's not what most people are used to, or at least not what most people look forward to in this space, but a lot of uncertainty coming into the market, leading in with what I just showed you guys, that there is a lot of uncertainty in the Bitcoin dominance, deciding if we're going to have that continued break above, have that flip of the EMA ribbon, and then continue riding it up, which is going to be obviously a little more bearish for altcoins, but more bullish for Bitcoin because the dominance will be growing, or if we're going to sort of have a breakdown back down below, not have that flip come in, to which case Bitcoin might be a little bit more sideways and altcoins could provide and it could have an opportunity to actually thrive. So that's great for this video. If you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think, and make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell turned on so you guys can stay updated with all future videos regarding the Bitcoin price, so you can put yourself in the best position to maximize the gains that this market has. Because we believe, I believe this wholeheartedly, that we are by far probably one of the most accurate crypto channels out there when it comes to actually talking about where the directions Bitcoin's heading, the charts that we're looking at, and how to play each trade. I think we are by far one of the most successful ones at playing the trades correctly. So if you guys want to join part of that team, make sure you guys are subscribed. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday for another video.